The second question is outline 4 contract documents. So I'm going to explain them. The first contract document is the working drawings. The working drawings include the plans, sections, elevations, and even the large-scale drawings of the proposed construction project. For example, the drawings that shows the floor plan, the elevation, that is the side views, the sections is when you cut the building, maybe horizontally, so that it can be able to show the details. Then we may have the large scale details of the site to show where the building will be placed in proportion to the site. The next one is specifications. Specifications, they are documents written by the architect to supplement the drawings. All the details that the architect was not able to place in the drawings, he does them in the specification documents. The specification documents usually specify the nature, the class of work, and the materials to be used in the different elements of the building. Number 3 is the bill of quantities. The bill of quantities is a document that is prepared by the quantity surveyor, which is used in tendering so that we can be able to determine the best suitable contractor for the tender. The bill of quantities usually explains the type of materials, the method of work, and the quantities of work to be carried out. During the contract agreement, the bill of quantity is the document that will be used to agree on the contract, so that the contractor knows that he is responsible for delivering according to the bill of quantities. In case there are any alterations, the variations, we shall come to price them according to the bill of quantity that was agreed upon by the contractor and the clients. Number 4 is the form of tender. It's a pre-printed formal offer for the contractor that will he agree to do the work that he has been offered. The form of tender, usually the contractor usually fills in the summary of the bill of quantities. So it actually makes it easier for the tender evaluation committee to compare the tenders to be able to award it to the appropriate contractor. Number 5 is the schedule of rates. The schedule of rates is in appearance like a bill of quantities, but the only difference is that the schedule of rates does not have the prices, so it has the quantities. So the contractors are supposed to go filling in the rates for each and every item, so that in the end they can be able to come up with the total cost of the building. So the schedule of rates is a document that in appearance looks like a bill of quantities that is used by the contractor, so that they can be able to fill in the rates for each item to be able to get the total cost of the project. The next one is the form of agreement. This is a legal document signed by both parties, the contractor and the client, agreeing to perform according to the conditions of the contract, that the client will deliver the payment to the contractor, and also the contractor will deliver the project to the clients. So that agreement that they make and they sign is usually on the form of agreements. The last document is the conditions of contract. These are clauses in the agreement of which is stated and observed by the construction team. The construction team involves the consultants, the clients, the contractor, and in these conditions of contract, it states clearly the obligations of each and every person. For example, it states the obligations of the client, the contractor, the engineer, the mechanical engineer, the electrical engineer. So in the conditions of contract, it states clearly the obligations of everyone in the construction project. So the contract documents that are used in a construction project, one is the working drawings, specifications, the form of agreement, form of tender, the conditions of contract, and the schedule of rates.